It's still the month of May and we're celebrating mothers. And thank you for every mother that took their time to join our free webinar on the 11th of May 2025. And this is just a follow-up video for all mothers that were not able to attend. And it's more geared to the common questions mothers have been asking and how to really approach that aspect of motherhood. Remember, motherhood is something that we have been called to as women. We've been made as nurturers, so it's easy for us to nurture because God has blessed those abilities with us. And these are the common questions that came and that I just want to address so that even if you missed the session, you're able to just catch up with it. The first question was more on self-identity. How do I know or define myself beyond the role of motherhood? One of the key things to always take cognizant of is before you're a mother, you're a woman. So being in a space where, first of all, you identify yourself by how God identifies you, and you're able to know that before I am a mother, I am a child of God. And consistently even writing down affirmations about yourself, who you are and who you think you are beyond the role of motherhood. That really helps you to really be a woman that you are aware of yourself, and at the same time you're able to show up for your kids very well because you understand who you are. Another question came around the aspect of potential. How do I really understand as a mother that I'm not really utilizing my potential fully? Sometimes it comes with the feeling of being stuck. You feel you're stuck in somewhere, but you just don't know how you can get out of that circumstance. Those are the moments you now read to remind yourself that every little thing you do counts. And you can be able to celebrate small wins. You can decide that today I'm just going to explore who I am. What are the gifts that I have? What are the talents that I have? And if you notice any small progress in the steps you take, you celebrate those wins. Because now this comes to the point of you realizing where have I been created and why do I exist? And you're now able to follow through that consistently. And it is possible for you as a mother sometimes to feel that way. It is okay to feel that way. What is not okay is to remain there for so long. Always seek help. Seek help through therapy. Seek help through speaking to people you trust. And in the long run, when you see the progress, you celebrate it. Another question came around, how do I get to know that I am actually thriving as a mom? We normally say that every mom is unique and you've been created specifically for your child. So sometimes you find there is that desire that comes to compare yourself with another mother because you feel maybe they're doing a better job than you. But one thing you always need to know is that when God created you and gave that child to you, he gave you the special abilities that can be able to cater for that specific child alone. So you need to come to a space of knowing no person can know your child more than you. And you're in the space to take care of your child's needs more than any other mom. Even if someone has been experienced in motherhood for a period of 30 years, and you have only given birth to your child and it's 2 months old, that mother of 30 years doesn't know your child the way you know your child, even if he has experience in motherhood for 30 years. So what does that mean? Motherhood is unique, and it's a unique journey for every woman. Embrace your uniqueness as you walk in that journey, knowing that God has given you special abilities to be able to take care of the needs of your child. Then another question came all around being in a space where how am I able to balance my motherhood and other aspects of my life? Balance is something that is not easy, but balance is something that it is intentional. You intentionally choose to book and even have time for the things that matter for you. So is it about work? When it's time for work, I know it's work time. When it's time to be home with my kids, I know that's time for me to be home with my kids. So it's about intentionality, because when you create those intentional times that you know I'm spending time with my children and my family, you're in a space where you get to know that I am actually getting to the art of balance, and I'm getting to the art of knowing what really matters and at what time am I doing it. Then another question really came around just getting to know, as a mother, when I have those things that come, mom guilt, I'm feeling like I'm guilty, I'm not giving my children enough as I ought to. How do I get to deal with mom guilt? Actually, mom guilt are lies. They are lies that have been fed into your mind for such a long time. And some of these lies may be, I'm not enough. Other lies would be, I'm not a good mom. Maybe my child needed to have another mom. Another lie might be, I am not perfect. And you see, these are lies that you've consistently feed your mind with, and that's why most of the time you feel guilty. So how do you deal with it? First of all, it is confronting the lies. Confronting the fact that, why do I believe that I am not enough? Maybe if I ask you a question, would you tell your best friend they're not enough? Definitely, I know you will not tell them they're not enough. You will try and see the good in them and try to tell them, I see you, you're hard, and I see that you're growing in this aspect. So this is the same thing you need to tell yourself, that you're enough, regardless of the imperfections you have. No human is perfect, so it doesn't matter what imperfections you have, you are enough. And as you're taking care of your child, when you feel like you're not showing up enough for them, you ask for wisdom from God. How can I do it much better? Because God is not mean. God is generous in wisdom, so he will be able to give you the wisdom you need to even be able to take care of your child, feeling good about yourself as a mom, and also feeling good that you're raising up amazing and amazing children. Another question really resonated around faith, which for me it's so important to me and important to my heart. When we speak about faith, what is the role of faith in mental health and even me being a well-balanced mom? Faith plays a very key role. Reason being, faith is what keeps us in storms. Faith is what jeers us in storms. That even when we are going through tough times, we have this confidence in God that we will overcome this circumstance